I honestly think carburetors are probably my favorite thing to blast because they always come in super dirty. This one's actually been cleaned up a little bit. You guys can actually go watch Todd's video where he put this thing through our hydro blast to take off some of the initial grease and grime that was on it. This thing was quite dirty, and that was due to my doing. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this, make sure you guys check out our dirt bike rebuild that's going on. Not sure if it'll be out yet when this comes out, but we're completely tearing through an old YZ250. That's what this came off of. But like I said, it was quite dirty, and that was all due to me. I don't think I washed it once, but it's getting the love that it deserves in this video. And again, we're gonna be focusing on this carburetor. I've disassembled it a little bit. I haven't taken it apart all the way. We're gonna be going through and actually replacing all the float, the seals and everything like you normally would. A few things to note before we get started on this are all of the brass pieces. You can see how tarnished they are, of course, just from gas, but even on the inside, those are really gonna brighten up because of the vapor blasting process. A few other things to mention as we're actually going through this, your threaded areas, like the bolt holes and whatnot that are on this thing, as well as your mating surfaces. Even though this thing has gaskets, you don't have to worry about those in the vapor honing process because this is a clean by flow process. To break that down really quick, inside of vapor blasting, you have your standard abrasive. So we're using a glass bead. It's going to roll across the surface, but you also have water. The water's cushioning it as it's actually impacting on the surface. So it's not like sandblasting where that abrasive particle has a lot of impact velocity and it's slamming into the part. With wet blasting, it's flowing across it and it's allowed to roll it. That's how we're going to get such beautiful finishes. So guys, we are using the VH800FL. This is our light industrial model. This thing is perfect if you're in any sort of shop style setting because it's got the automatic overflow as well as the wiper, so your visibility is tip top. I'm gonna go ahead and get started blasting. Again, like I said, we're using a glass bead to do this. It is a 170 to 325 mesh. We do sell it. If you guys are looking for abrasive, we are a great distributor specifically for wet blasting because we guarantee that none of our abrasive has filler in it. If you guys don't know what that is, sometimes manufacturers will put a filler in it to up and increase their poundage. It actually causes your water to turn milky and it decreases the quality of your finish. With that being said, I'm gonna start out at around 90 static PSI and I'm gonna see what it does to the bottom of this bowl. So for literally 10 minutes of work, including drying, I think this turned out absolutely fantastic. This piece especially catches my eye. I really was not expecting it to clean up this nicely just because of how much dirt there was sitting on the surface. A few things I want to point out about the vapor honing process that I think are just crazy. So I intentionally left some of the plastic pieces on here as well as this O-ring. One of the claims to fame of vapor honing is that, again, it does not damage any of your sealing surfaces and it also is soft on all materials. So as you can see, this O-ring that was inside of here, yes, it peeled it up just because of the pressure, but as far as actually degrading the quality, it did not. The same cannot be said for sandblasting or any other chemical process. That is truly where vapor honing shines, is the ability that it has to beautify a surface but yet not damage intricate parts is absurd. Again, you can see the same thing on these plastic pieces right here. They are not damaged even though I was blasting directly on them. And again, this brass piece just turned out great. That is a beautiful finish. This really just gets me excited to get the bike back together, just how well everything's turning out. But again, if you guys wanna see that, make sure you check into our full dirt bike rebuild. It should be out in just a little bit. I'm gonna take this thing and actually put it back into Hydro Blast. That way I can remove any of the residual glass bead that's left after vapor blasting. And then once this thing is rebuilt, it'll be ready to put back into service. If you guys have any questions about vapor honing, or if you want to try it on any of your own parts, we offer free application testing here, where if you have carburetors at home that that you want to see how they turn out, you can send them in. We'll blast them for you in the machine that you're looking at and send them back to you. That way you can evaluate the process on your own parts. If you guys have anything specific that you would like to see us cover in a video, please leave it in the comments below. We love interacting with you guys and we love getting ideas from you. And also thank you guys for the amount of support that you have given recently. Our Google reviews on our business listing are through the roof. I think we're over 500 now, and that's pretty much happened in the last quarter of last year, as well as our Instagram has absolutely grown like crazy. Again, we try and produce educational content for you guys every single day. So if you like this, please support it. And thank you guys for watching.